Today was an incredibly long day for me. So it started at 4:30 in the morning, and then I had a nap. I slept in an hour later than I wanted to. I was supposed to get up at 9 for my nap, but I got up at 10. Then as soon as I got up, I basically got dressed, literally. Then we went out and we went first round shopping, which was, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then after I put all of that stuff away, we had to go back out again for a second round of shopping. So we went back and we got more stuff. And this is just the day that I had to put everything away. And then right after I was done, because it took me so long to go back and forth walking in the rain and stuff, I had to then literally right after I was done putting away stuff, start dinner. And I wanted to do something special because it's been a while since I've cooked, because I was sick for the last 5 months, literally. So I had to think about things like, what am I going to cook tonight for dinner? What would be the best thing to cook tonight for dinner for the boys, so that they have like the most nutrients and something so delicious that it would make them really sad that I couldn't cook for them for the last 4 months, basically missing my cooking because, I'm really, not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good at cooking. So I thought, I'm going to make a pasta tonight, but it's not going to taste like a pasta. I'm going to make something so delicious. So we went out and I got some ground beef, which we haven't used in a while. Ground beef. I also got salad stuffs to make a nice little salad. I got Parmesan cheese. I got pine nuts. I got cucumber. I got all the fixings to make a delicious whatever I was going to make. And I didn't even decide on what I was going to make just yet. I knew it was going to be pasta. It had to involve all those ingredients. So while I was putting stuff away, I was imagining what I was going to make. Then I was like, well, first thing I have to do is chop up some onions and garlic, and I have to fry up the meat. So I had to wash dishes. So that's what you're seeing right now in this video here. I'm just going to wash up the dishes that I need for this project of food making. After I was done washing the dishes, I set up the camera so you can see me chop up the onions and the garlic while the meat was getting nice and warm on the stove. And then I mix in the onions and the garlic into the meat. And then my amazing mixture of spices that I made to just drizzle on top there. Mix all that in, and it just had this beautiful aroma throughout the whole house. And I knew it was going to be the most delicious thing that they've ever eaten in their life. Like literally anything. And I knew that if I used this sauce, this meat in the sauce that I was going to use, the cream sauce, that it was just going to amplify all the delicious flavors I put into that meat. So I put all of it into the pot. Then I added the cream sauce into the pot. I kept it on low so that it just stays nice and warm while I did the noodles. The noodles got done. Mixed in the meat sauce into the noodles. And the smell, man, I was so jealous that they're going to eat that because I can't eat solids. But I was so jealous that they was going to eat all my delicious food. And I wouldn't be able to taste it. Oh, man, it smelled so good. Then on the side of that, after I was doing that, I chopped up some cucumbers and I put them into a little dish on the side. Then I had to chop up the pine nuts. So usually you just put them in a small little blender thing, but we don't have one. So I had to use my hand and the knife, and I had to do it by hand. So I did it by hand. It was not that big of a deal. I mean, just a little bit, crush. And it worked out because pine nuts are not that hard to crush, actually. They're actually very, very soft, and they don't bounce around when you chop them, which is cool too, because I thought they were going to bounce all over the place. I was going to make a huge mess. Nothing like that happened. It literally was so easy to chop and snip them up. So I just did the way I do onions. I just minced them and then put them into a little tiny dish. And then I put the pasta into the bowls. My husband's always gets something that I don't add to the kids because they don't really like that kind of stuff. So I put Parmesan and pepper and cucumbers into theirs. I did the same thing for my husband, but then I topped it with pine nuts on my husband's. And then I made him a small little salad. I put field greens in there, a little bit of broccoli, coleslaw stuff in there just for crunchiness because he likes his salads crunchy. I added bacon bits, Parmesan cheese, cucumber, and pine nuts on top. And then I drizzled on a bit of ranch dressing. And then I had another siding of potato salad for him. And so I had to wait till he got home. I was so excited to hear his reaction to the food. I had to wait till he got home. And he gets home and he looks at it and then he takes his first bite. And if you know anything about men, sometimes they have a food dance that's reserved just for food. So it's just like this dance that they do when the food is so good, there's nothing else you can do except dance. And he did his food dance, and he also made some weird groaning, moaning noises that looked like he had the most pleasurable experience he's ever had. And then he says to me, "Don't ever stop cooking ever again. Ever. Like ever. Please." So, safe to say that I pleased his belly quite a bit. He said it was the best thing he's had in a very long time, especially after the hard day at work that he had today. It was the most delicious and best thing he could have come home to. And he's about to have his nightly beer, which is going to have a nice complemented taste after all the flavors I had put into this pasta. This pasta I literally put so much love into. I don't think anyone could eat my pasta and then say that there was no love in there. It is filled with love to the brim, man. It's overflowing with love because I wanted to show my boys and my man that I love them so very much. And tomorrow there's going to even be, you guys are going to be waking up early with me. I'm going to be waking up at 7 and I'm going to be making breakfast, and y'all are going to be watching me make breakfast tomorrow because I want to show my families how much I love them. So tomorrow's breakfast, if you didn't know, I'm going to make a type of banana bread pancakes. So basically I'm going to do everything you would do for like a banana bread, except instead of like making it into a bread, I'm making pancakes with it. So I'm going to mush up the bananas. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon and sugar, and then chocolate chips. And then I'm going to add that into the cake batter, and I'm going to mix it up, the pancake batter, and I'm going to mix it up. Then I'm going to make pancakes with it. And then what I was planning on doing is just like for like just a on top of the pancakes kind of thing, just for, you know, aesthetic reasons. I was gonna like put little sliced banana on top, making a face, and then drizzle on some, you know, syrup. Sorry, I'm drooling while I'm thinking about it because I can literally smell it already. And then I was thinking about, for my husband, because he wants to gain weight, I was thinking about if one of the avocados is nice and ripe by tomorrow, I was going to make avocado toast, and just put some avocado. I was going to mix the avocado up with a little bit of lemon juice and like pepper and salt and some butter, and then put that on toast. Basically, that would be the toast. And then I'm also going to make hash browns by scratch with potatoes. And then I am going to make bacon and fried eggs. And yeah, so it's going to be a full, huge meal by the time I'm done. And it's going to be very delicious. And then I was thinking for lunch, I was going to make a nice, delicious sandwich I haven't ever made in a very long time for my husband, which he used to very much enjoy. I would put meat, cheese, a little bit of lettuce, and then like mayo, put it together and give it to him. He loved it. This time though, I'm going to put cucumber in there. Meat, cheese, cucumber, a little bit of lettuce, and there you go. There's your sandwich for lunch hour with a little bit of chips on the side and a little dish of like trail mix there. And yeah, that's going to be lunch. And then if the past is gone by tomorrow, which I assume it's going to be, if the past is gone by tomorrow evening, I'm going to make fried rice. And then yeah, so that's tomorrow's meals. I will film those, obviously, because I just really like sharing my recipes with people. I also like showing people how much of a deliciousness they eat, my family. When I make something, I make it very nutritious. I make it very delicious. I make it something that is mouth-watering and flavorful. I don't like it to be boring and bland. It has to be flavorful. And definitely I think I achieved that today with our delicious pasta and salad and potato salad and lovely, just lovely dinner. I can't wait to do breakfast tomorrow. I'm so excited for it. I'm really, really, really excited. And yeah, so if you're wondering what I'm doing with my shadow there, I'm rocking back and forth because my back hurts really, really bad. I have a lot of back pain, and because I walked 2 times to the store and back with like 3 backpacks full of food, like both times, it was very, 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 very difficult on my back. And then on top of that, I was doing my regular stuff like cooking and cleaning, and so it was very difficult on my back today. But yeah, so I was very happy to do it though. And I would do it all over again, no matter what. I don't care about the pain. I'm so happy to have done this. And I hope that my family appreciates all the good, delicious food that I made today, and that they'll eat the rest, because it's real good. It should be eaten. Anyway, that's about it for today. I'll be back soon with more like religious shorts and whatnot a little later. And yeah, so I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I hope you enjoy your time. And don't forget to go to Mass on Sunday. Love y'all. Later for now.